Hello, today I want to talk about how could we create the web services and also the client for consuming it using the NetBeans IDE. Okay, let us start. I have NetBeans IDE version 7.3.1 on this machine and also JDK version 7. You may have something else, but totally it must be the same. Okay, we have to create the new project. For creating a new project, you can use this button, or also you could come to File and use this option to create a new project. As you can see here, you have several choices to create the Java EE or Java Web Application or Java Win Application. For creating the web service, for this example, I'm using the Java EE and using the EJB module to create my web service. I want to create a web service which could calculate and, for example, adding two numbers. So I get the name of calculator to my web service. And here is the location of the file of your web service will be located and stored. So this is on my document and NetBeans project. I don't want to change it, so I'm going to next. And this is the server which I want to run my project on it. I'm having the Glassfish server, and that's it. Okay, as you see in this panel, your project is created. For creating your web service, you have to right click on this and using the new, and I just use the web service. Okay, for example, my web service name is calc1, and for package I using the name of, for example, pack1 to create my calculator and finish. Okay. The calc1.java is created by the IDE, and it has one method which is hello. It is predefined by the IDE. If I want to run this project, I could click on this button to understand that everything is working properly up to now or not. It will start the Glassfish web server and deploy my project on it. Okay, as you can see here, it is finished. And okay, so it will, and there is no problem on this. If I want to test this only this web services without having the client, I could come here to find my web services which I develop and right click on it and use the test web service. If I click on this option, the browser will start and go to the address of my Glassfish server, which is localhost colon 8080, and then go to the project which I deploy on it and go to the tester file which the IDE is developed for me. And this is actually the method which the IDE for the first web service created for me. This is the hello method. And if I put some name here, for example, my name, the answer will be something like this, the hello Abbas. And it will return also the SOAP request and the SOAP response. Okay, so up to now, I understand that everything is working properly, my Glassfish, everything is okay. So I will come back to my IDE I want to write my own web services, so I don't need this method. I could have something else. I just right click on it and use the add operation. My operation name is add, and this is the return type. Okay, the return type could be a string, and now I want to give some parameters, which is, for example, number one. The type could be something like int, and number two, again, the type could be int, and that's it. As you could see here, the IDE creates one other method, which is add, with two parameters. Number one, the type is integer. Number two, the type is integer, and the output is a string. And here you can find it here. Okay. Actually, I don't need the hello method in my service, in my web service. So I could delete it to make my project better. So this part is related to the hello method, deleting it. So the remaining part is only about my web service, which is add. Okay, this is add, and this is annotation about the parameter name number one, and my parameter name exactly the same. Okay, here I just get, for example, let us change this string as the output to int also, and now I have one variable which name is total is equal to number one plus number two, and at the end I will return the total variable. Okay, now let us deploy it again. I'm running, and again, if I right click on this web service and use the test web service, the browser will be open and get two variables from me. For example, I give it 12 and 10, and if I click on add, as you see here, two parameter with the type of integer will send as a request to the web server here, and the result of 22 in the response will return. So everything is okay in creating the web service, and this web service is working properly. How about having a client? Okay, let us start to create one new project to consume this web service. As you know, we could have this web service on one machine and the other client in several other machines. So although we have both client and web service to test in this machine, I just click to have a new project as my client. So as a client, I could create several other things. For example, I may have another AJP module, or maybe I have the Java Win application, or maybe web application. I just create one example here for web application. So my project name here is calc client, and finish. Okay, this is my client project. How could this client understand that it must be used this web service? As you know, the SOAP web services has one description file, which is WSDL or WSDL file. So this this client must connect to this web service using the WSDL file. Okay, so I'm right clicking on my project and create one web service client. When I want to create one web service client, I have to give the WSDL file to this client. I could I could choose it from the project which I have on this machine, or maybe I have the WSDL file downloaded and I have it on my local machine, or maybe that WSDL file have on the internet or some other URL. You can use it online or something else. Here in this example, I have my web service also in my uh, machine, so I could browse it and find my web service, which is calc1 in the calculator project, and use the WSDL file of this project. As you see here, it goes to my glasswish server and find the WSDL file there. Okay, I click on finish. As you see, something changed here. What happened now? The JAX WS, which is in the IDE of NetBeans, use the WSDL file to recreate the packages and all methods which we have in calculator project. You can see them here. As you see, the calc1 web service is added here, and it finds that it has one method which name is add. So I could easily use this method to create my client. How? Very simple and very easy. Just drag and drop this to your code. So I drag it and drop it here. Okay, it's added here. As you see, the IDE creates some part for me. Let us try to run it first. Okay, run, build successful, everything is good. So after this, you see that everything is good. So I just want to use this method. I'm going to the main part of my project and create two number. For example, number 1 is equal to 15 and number 2 is equal to 25, and then I call the add here, add num1 and num2. Again, I click on the run. Okay, everything is good. Now I just want to print it. Also, I could use it inside the print line. This could be better. Okay, I just bring it to the system print line, system.out.print line to print the result. So the result will come here and then it will print. Now I run my project and the result you could see here is 40. So as you see here, you create your web service in one other project, and then you create one other project in Win application and use the WSDL file of the web service to create your client. In next video, I will introduce how could you use some WSDL file which is available online to create some other clients. Have a good day. If you have any comments regarding to this video, I will so happy to hear them. Please send me the email or comment below this video to share your idea with me. Thank you. Bye.